Hey, what is up YouTube? This is the We All Juggle Knives channel. Welcome to my review of this knife. This is the CIMA, usually called the CIMA Swordfish. However, it is also listed on Amazon as the CIMA Godfather Style Stiletto. As you can see, it is a liner lock. The liner folds over so it's easier to disengage. It has what looks like a flipper, but that's really just part of the guard. Right, it's easier to use the thumb stud. You know, you can get it started with that stubby little flipper, but it's mainly just a guard. The steel on this is 5CR15 MOV stainless, and the blade length is 3 3/4 inches. Now this is based on much older Italian stiletto designs that were switchblades. Alright, but this is just manual. It has a pocket clip, but it also comes with this little belt pouch with Velcro. I think that's because in some places it's not legal to have your knife showing if you carry it, whereas other places it's the opposite. As you can see, a good deal of the handle sticks out when it is closed, which means you can use the knife in itself. When it is closed, you can use it as an impact device. In self-defense, of course. Now that structure right there allows you to quickly open this when you draw it from your pocket by snagging that on your pocket. So be careful. Look at that blade shape. Now that is the classic Italian stiletto blade shape. And that is really the attractiveness of this knife. The normal price tag, at least on Amazon, is around $15. I will include a link if you want to pick one up. You might be able to get it for even less from the China Direct sites. Now this does look like the Cold Steel ti-lite, but please remember the Cold Steel ti-lite series is also based on those much older Italian switchblades. Ah yes, going a little stabby. I have stabbed this into enough hard targets to convince myself that it is not going to close on me. But in real life, when these things were actually used, they weren't used against a piece of wood, I'll tell you that. They were used against soft organic matter, and let's just leave it at that. Now I gotta tell you, this does not actually arrive very sharp, partly because you see the blade shape, it's very narrow and fairly thick, you know, for how long and narrow it is. So it doesn't really have the best slicing profile. I did test out the edge when I first got it, and just trust me, it's not that sharp. However, it makes up for that by being extremely, extremely pointed. You know, this is like a collectible today. But back in the day, these were used by the Sicilian mafia when they didn't want to make noise by using a firearm. You know, so it's meant to be pointed. It's meant for a thrust cut. It's not meant to be a utility knife. So, yeah, but just so you know, it's not that sharp. If you want it to be sharp, you're gonna have to work on it yourself. But overall, I think it's a cool item. I definitely think it's worth the $15 that it is on US Amazon. Those holes in the handle, or the handle scale, you know, those look exactly like on Cold Steel's Zytel version, handled version of the ti-lite, which to me is very silly. Like, why would you copy the hole pattern? Nobody buys a knife like this for the pattern of holes on the freaking scale. You know, like they could have put anything there. You know, this is all about the blade shape. So yeah, they should change that, but I don't really care because, I mean, it's not a big factor in why people would buy it. Right, but there's 6 different versions of this. 3 of them are already sold out, but there's still 3 different versions. Check out the link. They do support the channel. This has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.